Marvel has been facing so many problems between awful content releases and executives leaving the company who are now threatening to sue them, and one of their star actors for the next phase has been facing problems because he was arrested a week ago, and now the plot thickens because his lawyer released text messages that were supposed to prove his innocence, and people are only questioning his innocence even more now. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted, and of course if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So I wanted to start off with this Bounding into Comics article, and then I'm going to show off some tweets. It says Marvel star Jonathan Majors releases text messages related to the domestic dispute. Supposed victim appears to declare they do not have my blessing on any charges being placed. And of course, this was supposed to basically prove his innocence to the public because everyone is dragging his name through the mud now. But it's only made people question the situation even more and question his innocence. Shared with entertainment news outlet The Wrap on March 30th, courtesy of his attorney, the texts in question see the supposed victim attempting to reassure the Loki and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania actor that she did not believe him to be guilty of any wrongdoing. And it's actually been called out that this attorney sent these texts to several groups, and the largest one was TMZ, which a lot of people are questioning. Why not just release these on your own social media? Everyone is going to be talking about this situation anyway. Why give them to places like TMZ? It says, though, sent between 6 p.m. and 9:32 p.m. local time, the alleged exchange opens with the victim asking, "Please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged," she supposedly continues. "They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry they did this and I'm sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out of hospital. Just call me when you're out." Now, of course, take all this with a grain of salt, right? These could be fake text messages that the attorney and him agreed on putting out to try to save his image because everybody is furious at him right now. But she straight up admits, like, "I'm sorry you're in this position. I told them it was my fault," which has a lot of people, calling out that they think that this is a case of domestic violence and that she is acting kind of textbook in this situation. I am going to show off some tweets in a minute, but it says, "I love you. They just called again to check on me and I reiterated how this was not an attack and they do not have my blessing on any charges being placed." And of course, a lot of people are questioning, why would he be arrested and also charged if she was saying, this didn't actually really happen? They had to have something against him. Of course, she did have injuries on her and she did go to the hospital to get them checked out, I guess. But why else would they arrest him if at the time she was saying, "Oh, hey, it's not his fault"? Some people think that maybe she was really upset and falsely accused him at the scene, and that's why he got arrested and charged. But at the same time, if she felt that strongly about it in that case, at that time, why wouldn't she also now? Of course, despite their release as of writing, the authenticity of these texts have yet to be independently verified. And of course, this is a nightmare for Marvel. This is their main villain going forward. Kang is the main villain of this new phase. They need this actor for almost every single movie they're putting out for the next, 4 or 5 film releases. So if this doesn't magically go away for him, they are going to probably have to recast this actor. And even if everything magically went away, people would still remember, because because, of course, the internet never forgets. There are always going to be people now who are going to call him an abuser and say that he did these things, even if they are dropped against him. But this Twitter thread actually blew up with these texts, and people are really arguing about it. Some people are saying anyone who has survived DV knows what this is. You become addicted to your abuser and feel responsible for their choices. My fault for trying to grab the phone. You say Major's lawyer released these? These texts don't convey what the lawyer thinks they convey. The lawyer's choice of news outlet says everything. Yeah, this isn't helping. These texts display a classic fawn response of a person in crisis. Now, I definitely think that, yes, people who do face abuse do have patterns, but as humans, we look for patterns that sometimes aren't there. The people saying that she is a victim don't know that for sure, and no matter what is said, they're going to believe her since they've already made up their minds. Ultimately, the only people that will really know what happened are these two people, but that's what happens when you've got a very popular actor and something bigger dramatic happens. Lots of rumors circulate with very little truth. But with this situation, based on the evidence, I feel like this doesn't look good for him, but I don't want to make that judgment until actual due process has happened, and both of them have been able to state their case, and look, maybe an altercation did happen between them and she's choosing to overlook it, and maybe he gets help and she doesn't want to press charges. I don't think that has to be something that is considered a pattern of abuse because she chose to reconcile with him, but we just don't know right now. Either way, though, I'm always going to think of this situation when we talk about this actor. I'm always going to think about the fact that these allegations were thrown against him, that he was arrested, and I think that for Marvel, that is a major problem because, of course, they have this big family-friendly image now, and do they really want to keep an actor that has gone through all of this? And of course, after all of this happened, the US Army actually repurposed the ads that they had Jonathan in. US Army to run repurposed Be All You Can Be ads without Jonathan Majors during the NCAA Final Four. So they definitely jumped the gun. I don't think the company should be jumping any gun right now. I don't think that we have enough information, unless they, of course, know something behind the scenes that the public doesn't yet. But we shouldn't be jumping the gun and firing people and, editing their faces out of content yet. I definitely think that companies need to slow down a little bit until something has been firmly proven against him, until we know if these text messages are authentic and something else develops. But yeah, I do think that Marvel is going to face a massive problem going forward because people will not forget this situation anytime soon, and he is one of their major actors right now. I obviously don't think that he should be fired unless he is proven guilty, and if he's not found guilty, people need to let it go, but with the way our society works, people cling to stories like this, and it will always be held against him. The people who think he's guilty will always think that no matter the outcome. Obviously, when we have more information, I will continue to update you guys in videos or live streams because I am pretty invested in this, even though I'm not a big fan of the direction Marvel has been going in. I still want them to make better decisions, and I still hope that the content can get better. But yeah, Jonathan Majors' lawyer released these text messages allegedly sent to the actor from the woman in question, and it's only making people question his innocence even more than they already were. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.